but that went 195 through the air.
195 is already longer than my current gamer. Hi, I'm Sophie Walker and I'm here at TPC Woburn to try out the new GTS Fairway woods. We've got the number 2 and the number 3 and some fancy silver faces. Well, John, I've heard all about the new driver, but we've got some new GTS Fairway woods this year.
Yeah, definitely an improvement on GT. A little bit of an unsung hero. Obviously, everybody talks about driver and how good driver is, but we've had significant improvements made to the 2 fairway models that we've got launched at the minute. So we'll get you to hit both of these. You can tell me what you like and what you don't like, and we'll look through the numbers afterwards.
Well, first things first, silver faces. So I'm excited to see how they sit on the ground.
Perfect. So let's start with the 3 and then we'll move into the 2 afterwards.
Starting with the 3 because I currently play a 3 model. It certainly looks different with the silver, but it also looks different in the way it sits on the ground.
Better or worse?
It looks like it hooks the ground a touch more.
Perfect.
So
there's been a bit of a sole design change.
Right.
Where we've taken the toe and the heel and brought them closer to the turf.
Right.
So when you're playing on tight conditions or on turf like this that we have here, it sits flusher to the turf.
That's a good point actually, because with my GT3 wood, I could get a bit low on the face. I could get it a bit thin sometimes.
Yeah, where the toe and the heel was sitting a little bit up on the tighter lines.
Yeah, I always used to say to myself, I know if I'm swinging it well, if I can hit my 3 wood. Yeah.
Nice.
You see, that was a little bit bottomy, but I still felt like it helped me. That sole helped me there.
Yeah, so one more. So just a little bit on the tech side, just a quick snippet of what they've done. Obviously, sole design's improved, shaping's different. 2 and 3 are still different in terms of 3 is a bit deeper in face than 2. But as you can see on the bottom, we've added the weights, much like we did with the hybrids. So dialing in for players where they want to feel the weight, or whether we need more weight forward as a general, or more toe bias, more heel bias, whatever it is that the player needs. And then just the CG is lower, further back, high launch, less spin, basically. So making it fly better, fly quicker, faster, making it just a bit easier to play. And then the steel finish face was primarily from tour inspiration. So the tour players were asking for that to go into play because it gave the illusion of more loft, which then gives them a lot more confidence. Very nice.
That was nice. It certainly feels better in at the ball.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So that's a 15-degree model, but that went 195 through the air.
195 is already longer than my current gamer.
So let's test the 2.
So head-wise, the 2 is like the driver in sense that it's elongated, isn't it?
Yes. If you tend to get a little bit steep on fairways and you want to hit down on it, 3 might be better suited because it's deeper face.
Okay.
If you tend to pick, 2 is your model that you'd look at. Pretty good there as well.
Spinnier.
Yeah, so it's interesting, isn't it? So with the 15 in the 3, you were getting better ball flight, felt more solid.
Yeah.
So what I'd actually want to test now is just having a look, because we used 13.5 with you before, I want to just test this 15 in that head setup.
Okay.
Rather than the 13.5, because what you're losing there on that shot was a little bit of flight. So you're not gaining as much height. So down at 30 land angle, 50 feet in the air, versus where you were in the 3, it was up at 62. So 12 feet lower. That's very nice. That's very nice.
That was quick and high.
Yeah, that was good. 129 ball.
What's the carry?
197.
That's 2 in a row. That was a bit straighter.
193.
Little bit heavy that, but it's done well.
Yeah, so launched at 15, so launch went up. lost a few mile-an-hour ball speed.
Yeah.
Still went 185.
Yeah, so I've lost, what, 8 yards through the air for not as good a strike.
That's really good.
It's getting into the back of the ball nicely.
And that's 199, that one.
Vanilla 99. My 3-woods are there to go as far as possible.
Yeah.
Really. You know, going for a par 5 in 2, getting it as far down there as possible, if not, or being on a long par 4. And if I've got a bunker at 180, I need to make sure that even my miss strike will go over that.
That's really good.
That's very good.
GT2, this is getting, your worst hit was 185. So if you're looking at a 180 as that absolute minimum you've got to carry it, your bad shot was 5 yards past that. You are nearly 10 yards past your current setup. So it's higher, so it's launching better, it's interacting with the turf better, it's coming off faster, and you're getting more out of it as a result.
I've not hit a fairway wood with this good turf interaction before. It's like every time. In fact, I can't stop touching the face as if to say, it's like it's changed the way the face is, how it gets into the back of the ball.
It's kind of, sole design in any aspect is really important, right? So if you're using it and you're hitting off the deck, it's the same with wedges. When you get the grind wrong, you don't get into the ball that's right away.
Just what I was about to say. It's like, it feels like when I'm doing my wedge testing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to go interact well. That's not. This is like, yeah, this is just ideal interaction.
You can swing the way you want to. It's not digging, it's not bouncing, it's just getting through the turf as it wants to.
It actually makes me feel a little bit better as well that I'm going to go into a 15-degree head.
Instead of a 13.5.
Instead of a 13.5, because there's a bit of a pressure for me to hit a 13.5 well, knowing that even though I've got a 15, it's going further than my 13.5, because my 13.5 was always there to just chase, to just get there, you know. This is looking better at the ball, making me feel a bit more confident, getting the height and still going further.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a bit of a change, really, going into a 2 and more loft.
And then all I think we could do is, you've tested 5 woods in the past, but you haven't put them into play because you prefer your hybrid for what it does. And in the UK, when it's windier and you want to keep the flight lower, it's great. I want to see how it will react for you to have a different option height-wise. So like, if you go and play in Spain and you need the ball to be higher because it's warmer, it's traveling further, can we get you a 5 wood that goes a similar yardage to your longest hybrid that you're currently using?
This is the best club in my bag, unfortunately. So it's quite a hard one to fit against. So that's what the hybrid would go.
Yeah, so you can see ball speed's at 121, carries at 180,
lower,
57 land angle. So then this would be the setup. Now I've just changed the weighting a little bit to make it a bit more comfortable.
Okay.
I'd be looking at replacing maybe 180, 182 at the most, but I want that peak height to be higher.
Higher, yeah.
So instead of 57 feet, if we're up 60, 70, that would be better.
Like that?
Yeah, a bit like that. You sure you're not a robot?
You're quite a good fitter, aren't you? Don't know what you've done to that, but it's magic now.
184.
Yeah, that's good.
84.5 feet.
Happy with that.
Looking at the 2 shots there, 32 land angle into a par 3, that needs to either be a long green or a soft green for it to hold. Otherwise, you're chasing it in. Links, no problem, because they're built for that.
Well, yeah, exactly.
But if you're playing somewhere like Valderrama where the greens are tiny and it's really tight and you're going to go up.
So when I'm going for the 17th in 2 at Valderrama over water to a narrow green with bunkers at the back.
Exactly that. That is a shot you currently don't have.
No, you're right.
So having that option, knowing that if we build it exactly the same way that your 3 wood's built for comfort, so you know exactly where it is, that you could hit it 184 to 187 at the very most at 75 feet in the air, landing softer.
Yeah.
There's a much better spot for you to be in.
What's that, 18 then? Yeah, so that's kind of the similar loft to my hybrid.
186.
The performance is a lot different.
So you're playing somewhere where you need that stopping power to be quick, landing quicker, and not run out lows. The 5 wood's probably your play. If you're looking at somewhere where you want to chase one down there, bigger greens to aim at, maybe back pins where you've got land on the front and running out, the hybrid stays in play.
My course at Stockport, we've got a par 3, the 8th hole, and it's treacherous. There's OB kind of everywhere around it, and it's this type of number. It's like 185 middle, and if I hit hybrid and I pull it a bit, it's gone out of bounds. Whereas this, I think you could land it on the green or runs away as well. So it's right away, I'm already thinking this would be great for that hole.
Perfect.
A bit more specific, isn't it, when you're changing the odd club in your bag? I mean, I've not been a 5 wood player since hybrids have come out, but this is the first time I've been open to going, oh, okay, I can see why now.
Yeah.
Because a 5 wood just used to go really high spin, didn't get anything out of it. Whereas now it's really high, not as much spin, and it's a lot more consistent. Well, that was a fantastic fitting. Thanks, John. These GTS, I've actually ended up in the 2. But what I've really loved is the turf interaction from a player point of view. It's noticeable. Looks different at the ball.
Yeah.
It looks more forgiving, more, oh, I can actually go after this one.
Yeah.
But the consistency has just been great.
Yeah, and we noticed that for you, like even with the 3 model, it was you'd notice the turf interaction was better, and that's the deeper face, which would normally be for players that are steeper on the ball. But as you're quite shallow and like to pick it clean, the 2 model just sits much tighter. The profile of it was more forgiving, but overall the whole package for you just allowed the ball to launch much better, not have as much spin. You picked up carry on the 3 wood. We actually got you into a 15 degree because you use your 3 wood as a chaser club. And because we could launch it higher and the spin was less, you were gaining more out of that than you were in the 13.5 from GT. And then we gave you a versatile 5 wood, gave you something that peak height goes up, so it lands stuff like quicker.
Yeah.
And especially if you're hitting it like you mentioned at your golf course, where you've got 1 par 3 that you've pretty much got to land it and it's stop. And it's not for that needs to replace your hybrid, it just gives you that versatile option when you're traveling better now.
And look, even for tour pros, picking a fairway wood up off a lie, a tight lie, can be quite daunting and can be difficult. I always say to myself, I know I'm swinging it well if I can hit my 3 wood well. Whereas these do seem that ever so slightly easier to hit, even for me, and that is a huge bonus for when you've got 200 yards to go. The silver face, I enjoy that. It's helped me frame the golf ball a lot better. Yeah, this is exciting, really exciting.
Yeah, awesome. We'll get these in your bag and you can let me know in a few weeks how you're getting on.
Yeah.